Tabling of reports. The Honourable Minister for Sustainable Development.
Madam Speaker, I'm pleased to table the Manitoba's report on climate change for 2016.
I am also pleased to table, in accordance with the provisions of Section 28 of the Auditor General's Act, the report of the Auditor General on the follow-up of previously issued recommendations dated March 2018. That's right. Ministerial statement. The Honourable Minister for Indigenous and Northern Relations, and I would indicate that the 90 minutes notice prior to routine proceedings was provided in accordance with our Rule 26, Bracket 2. Would the Honourable Minister please proceed with her statement?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The United Nations proclaimed March 21st the International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination in 1966. The impetus for recognition was rooted in a tragic event 58 years ago in Sharpeville, South Africa, where 69 citizens were shot and killed by police, with over 180 injured during a peaceful demonstration against apartheid laws. In 1998, South Africa's Truth and Reconciliation Commission released their report on racial discrimination, inspiring other similar efforts around the world. Today, March 21st, is recognized both globally as a day where the international community can come together in an effort to eliminate all forms of racial discrimination, and locally as a call to action to reaffirm our shared responsibility to create equality for all citizens on all our lands. This year's theme, promoting inclusion, unity, and respect for diversity in the context of combating racial discrimination. Together with the broader international community, we recognize that every citizen's voice has an impact and a role to play in forging a path that creates a compassionate, safe, and equal society where individuals may freely pursue their goals and their dreams. Here in Manitoba, more work must be done. Just over a week ago, Mandy Colombe and her family traveled 700 kilometers from Puckatawagan to Winnipeg for an event at the Bell MTS Place. This was her children's first trip to Winnipeg, and they were excited. Instead of inclusion and tolerance, the Colombe family experienced taunting and racial outbursts. Behavior like this is unacceptable, and this has no place in Manitoba. Since the incident occurred, both the Premier and I have been in contact with the family, and we have personally extended our sincerest apologies. We must use our voices, our efforts, and our actions to stand up against racism. We must lead by example. I believe that our diversity is one of our greatest resources as we work towards a better future for all Manitobans. Manitoba was built on a foundation of hope, inclusion, and acceptance, gifts of knowledge that were bestowed upon us by our Indigenous nations. Those teachings make up our core values as a province and as a nation. As we move forward, our commitment to combat racism and all forms of discrimination must be guided by collective action as well as collective responsibility. In closing, I call on and encourage all Manitobans to reaffirm their commitment to building Manitoba that is free of racism. And to my legislative colleagues, I encourage you as well to reach out to your respective communities and advocate the importance of diversity, civility, and increasing connections between all cultures, faiths, and ethnicities. Thank you, Madam Speaker.